It's another occasion for me to talk to you about my book, Christmas Holiday Joy, Coloring Experience. Hope you're doing well and you're all healthy and staying safe. I am healthy and I am so grateful to be alive in 2020. It's been a tough year for everyone. And we are so lucky, those of us who are here today, to be alive and to have our family members with us. As you see, I'm dressed like Santa's elf. I love Christmas, and that's why I wrote a book about Christmas called Christmas Holiday Joy. It's available on Amazon right now. You can find the links on my page, and you have Christmas Holiday Joy Coloring Experience. This is what I'm going to talk about today. I did a video on this one 2 weeks ago, and hope you will find time to get a copy for yourself or your children or your family members, because I have received a lot of good reviews from parents, from children themselves who've read the book, The Christmas Holiday Joy, and who've also bought the Christmas Holiday Joy Coloring Experience. So before I start, because I love Christmas and we're in the season of Christmas, I have a Christmas song I'm gonna play. My favorite Christmas artists include Mariah Carey, who is the Christmas queen or the queen of Christmas, and of course Michael Bublé. So I'm gonna play Michael Bublé so we can share. Hope you love Christmas too. I guess that's why you're open watching. So this one is beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It's one of my favorites. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Hi, Triple Rachel. Everywhere you go. Hi, everyone. Hope you enjoy the song. It's glistening once again with candy canes and silver lanes that glow. I love Christmas too. It's just the best time of the year. Toys in every store. So I will not waste your time with that, but I hope you enjoyed listening to that. It gives you the Christmas spirit and it's gonna put us in the mood to talk about my Christmas books, Christmas Holiday Joy and Christmas Holiday Joy Coloring Experience. So why a book about Christmas? I love Christmas, and because 2020 has been a tough year for everyone. In the spring, we watch a lot of people die from COVID-19 all over the world. And during that time, it was a difficult time for me. And I just wanted to do something to help everyone in the world that was hurting. So we came up with the idea to put on Christmas trees because the world was so dark and gloomy at the time. So we put up Christmas decorations in our home, we put up the Christmas trees and put on the lights, and we brought back the happy moments and memories of Christmas, and we just felt like it was Christmas all over again. And that was how we could heal ourselves from the pain and the hurting that was going around the world. So, because we couldn't get to meet our friends, we couldn't travel, I thought the best way to share what we were living, our experiencing at that time, or usually at Christmas, was to write a book about it. So that's when I started working on Christmas Holiday Joy, available on Amazon right now. So you can see it tells the story of my family traditions on how we celebrate Christmas. So you can get a copy for yourself and you will never regret it. So today I want to tell you about Christmas Holiday Joy, the coloring experience. So this is a coloring book. My kid colored this one. You can see that for yourself. It's a coloring book, and if you ask me why coloring book because it takes kids off screen time, and you all know how powerful screen time has engulfed our children and taken them out of the relationships we share with them. Like you have children always on their iPads, watching a movie on the computer all the time. And we lack that relationship where we talk with our children and trying to understand what's going on in their mind. So I have three children ranging from 5 to 10 years old. And I understood that if we don't create that bond and that balance and confidence to talk with them while they're young now, then we're going to find a void in our relationship, which we can never get back if we lose that right now, with all the time that our kids are spending on electronics and the internet. So, Christmas Holiday Joy coloring experience has given me and my family an opportunity to come together, to have something in common to talk about, which is not school, talking about life activities. When we color a book, we talk about what is going on in the book. I try to get my kids' opinion about what what they think should happen in the stories that they color. And see, that's the cover, back cover, and this is the front cover. So that's why I'm wearing green and dressed like an elf, Santa's elf. So because the theme is still Christmas. So this is one of the pages that they get to color. You can see that. So when a kid gets engaged in the coloring experience, you see the visual, the eyes is focused. It's no longer glued to a screen, and the the intellect, the mind, is focused on something real and visual that you can touch. So I find that it has been a great experience for my kids to take themselves out of the visual world of the internet, of the computers and the iPads to focus on real life, touch something palpable in their hand, and to write about something and talk about something that they're experiencing. And it gives them that cognitive power to create and to be focused and to be able to bring the artistic side of them, which is something important that we don't cultivate nowadays with all the electronics that our kids happen to work with these days. And for that, coloring experience has helped me and my family, my children and other kids to be able to gain that time back with their parents and with their siblings to bond over a coloring experience, to talk about, to have conversations about things they color, about the images they see in the book, and also about things that they ask questions. You know, kids ask a lot of questions, and those images that bring to mind questions, and the kids have to ask questions about what they see and what reminds them and what they think could be, which is not already existing. So this coloring experience worked also for the elderly. You will not believe it, but my mom has been living with us for a while. Until this year, I saw my mom transform. You know, when you live with elderly, because they're in their 60s, because my mom is 60 years and above, they cannot relate with us like they would do with people of their own age group. So my husband got coloring books for my mom. And when my mom had nothing to do, you know, she would go on her coloring books. And this gave my mother a time to like to develop her cognitive capacity and ability to use her mind to extremes that she never thought she could. And it kept her busy, and I kept her mind working in ways that she never thought she could have the brain capacity to do that. So coloring book or Christmas holiday coloring experience is not only for children, it's for the elderly too. We have our parents and those in the age group of 60s and above who tend to experience dementia, memory loss, and other brain sicknesses or limitations, I would say, due to the lack of interactions with other people of their age group or with us, their children or grandkids. Because when you live in a diaspora, for example, where everybody has to get up and go to work and come back late, there is that disconnect between parents and their kids. And when the mind is disconnected from other people, because human beings are dependent beings, we need each other to survive. And we need to have a relationship with each other for us to be whole. Even though we are body, soul, mind, and spirit, we need, for the physical part, we need other human beings. We are interdependent with other human beings. So if we disconnect from other human beings, our mind doesn't function like it's supposed to. So I realized after a period of time, like a couple of months, when my mom started working on coloring books like Christmas Holiday Joy Coloring Experience, her cognitive ability became more vibrant, and she turned to be able to communicate better because she could express herself manually and physically in the coloring experience that she could on the books that she was using for coloring purposes. And that was making her mind work better and also help her to cultivate confidence in herself. I never knew that could be possible until I saw it happen with my mom. Yeah, I only thought it was possible for children because our kids always had a coloring book to work on. But Christmas Holiday Joy doesn't only have coloring images, it also has activities for the brain uh, build. For example, we have this one, which is called Connect the Dots. So it gives your brain the ability to think, to be able to investigate, to research, and to be able to connect with 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 the environment, and also to be able to diagnose and analyze situations that are around you. So Christmas Holiday Joy Coloring Experience, it's a wonderful experience that you can give to anyone during the Christmas season. But it's not only during the Christmas season that you can indulge or engage in this book, Christmas Holiday Joy Coloring Experience. You can do it anytime. And guess what? For those who know and who have experienced the effect and the power, the positive power of coloring books and coloring experience and activities on children and adults, they can tell you. Because I know someone who got 6 copies of this. It's amazing because Christmas Holiday Joy Coloring Experience doesn't only have images to color, it also has activities. So many activities, and I won't talk about this, but there is a very smart puzzle in this book that helps your brain power to be stronger, and also in help to develop your vocabulary for children and also for the elderly, because they need help with their brain capacity and brain strength. And Christmas Holiday Joy has been a good example for my mom and for my children. And I recommend it to you and your family. It will be a great Christmas stocking stuffer for your friends and your families and your godchildren And for kids or children, any way that you know. That's one, which is the answer, the page for the answers on the puzzles and all the other activities that we have in the book. So you go get your copy and you will never regret it. Thank you for watching and hope that when you go on Amazon, you can also find Christmas Holiday Joy, which is the story of Christmas, how we celebrate it in our family. This is a picture. I can read one to you. It says, "It is a frosty morning. There are only 5 days until Christmas, and we are traveling to the big Christmas market. It is a long drive, so we have snacks, water, and a flask of tea for the trip. We are going to stop at my favorite restaurant at the market for lunch. I love the cookies." So there's so many stories, Christmas stories especially, in this book, Christmas Holiday Joy, and so many images for coloring and activities for your children and your friends. A lot of moms prefer, I would tell you, a lot of moms prefer reading this rather than read it to their children. I'm telling you, I loved it myself when I read it. I couldn't believe how beautiful, how amazing the story was, how touching, The experience is like reliving the magic and the miracle of Christmas all over again. I wrote the book, but the book amazed me when I read it. Christmas Holiday Joy. You can find it on Amazon. So go get a copy for yourself and for anyone you love. And please, if when you do get a copy, please just drop a review for me. We love you and we appreciate you and hope to talk to you another time, another Christmas carol before I leave. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. There's a tree in the Grand Hotel, one in the park as well. It's the sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and the thing that'll make them ring is the carol that you sing right with your heart. So, one more thing you should know. Coloring and activity books help strengthen the brain power of your children or of your elderly friends and parents, and also brings out the artistic ability in them. Please do not hesitate to get a copy of Christmas Holiday Joy Coloring Experience for the ones you love. Great stocking, Christmas stocking stuffer, and also the book Christmas Holiday Joy. You will love it. A lot of people have loved it and they've written reviews on the Amazon page where you can find it. And it is a great gift from me to you, to the world in 2020. By the grace of God, we're going to beat this COVID-19 and we are going to be safe in 2021. It's unfortunate we've lost so many people. And mental health is a real thing. Sometimes we do not acknowledge it, but when elderly people and children focus away from the screens, the computers, the internet, the laptops and iPads, and focus on a real book like Christmas Holiday Joy Coloring Experience or Christmas Holiday Joy, this way, it helps to take away the stress and pressure from their brain, from their mindset, and it would help them from not getting the mental stress that we get from all that is going on the screens. And being active also is an advantage because physically active, like doing an exercise or an activity or a coloring book or reading a real book. Because being off screen time makes you get active, makes the children get active, and also being active helps to eliminate or discourage child obesity and even obesity in adults and the elderly. And also having an active lifestyle helps you fight diseases and keeps you healthy. So for 2021, we want to be healthy. We want brain health by reading books and not focusing on the internet for long hours and not staying put for long hours, but being physically active, reading books like Christmas Holiday Joy to bring the joy in our hearts and in our homes and take away the sadness and darkness around the world because of COVID-19 and other issues, and staying active using books like Christmas Holiday Joy, Coloring Experience. You can get a copy from Amazon, or you can follow links on my profile to create copies for yourself and for your family and friends. I love you and take care. May God bless you. See you. May we all be healthy at 2020 as we come to an end of this year and in 2021, for the Lord has great plans for us. According to Jeremiah 29, verse 11. Take care. Love you.